What's good, crypto? I'm your host Marvin, here to bring you a daily scoop on everything going on in crypto. Things are heating up, and 1 week from now, all of our lives may be changing. It's super exciting. There's a lot of really good news. Bitcoin's performing very well without any media hype or FOMO, and we're positioning ourselves for when the FOMO kicks in, when the huge news kicks in. We could be positioning ourselves for the mega move, a move that we could probably not even fathom, a move that could just change everyone's lives. And for those holding Bitcoin, this is going to be awesome. And once Bitcoin settles down, the altcoin season that we're going to have is going to be so crazy. Basically, almost anything you hold is going to be great, as long as it's good. But anyways, we're going to dive into it. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Media by Marvin. One of my TikTok videos has almost over 100. Oh, it does have over 150,000 views, so it's really cool. And my photography page on Media by Marvin. I will soon be having NFTs of Boston, which is really, really exciting. So I'm excited to announce and launch that. Let's jump into crypto fear and greed index. Right now we're sitting at 78 at extreme greed. Last week we were at 71 greed. Yesterday was 71, last week was 59, and last month we were at 32. Looking at the year, the last time we were at this level was September 7th, right before Bitcoin crashed and dumped down to $40,000. That feels like forever ago, but it was literally a month ago. So yeah, right now things are looking good. Everyone's feeling good. I'm feeling good. I hope you guys are feeling good. But it's nice to see that we're starting to climb out of this and people are starting to get excited. And this is without any crazy FOMO happening so far. Looking at the market right now, we're sitting at 56,987. We were about 57,300 this morning. And the market cap is sitting at 2.28 trillion. We're actually down a little bit. Altcoins are bleeding as Bitcoin continues to run. Over the last 30 days, we're up almost 25%. Last week, we're up 13%. But you can see that Ethereum is down 4%. Cardano is down 5%. XRP is down 6%. Solana is under $140. That looks really good. Avalanche down to $52. That's looking like a decent buy. Shiba's down a little bit, but still up like a crazy amount. But basically all the altcoins for the majority are pretty much down except for like Waves. Let's take a look at who's up on today. It's literally Waves, Rev, Phantom has been doing really, really well this last week with Bitcoin running. But other than that, not too much green. Like the fact that Bitcoin is up there, it just tells you there's not too much green going on. In terms of losers on the day, we have DYDX. Harmony's down about 10-11%. It hit a new all-time high, so I'm not too surprised. Avalanche is down 10%. Terra is down 10%. Everything is bleeding right now, but if you're holding alts, I would not be too concerned. Typically, this is what happens when we are entering the second leg of the bull run, especially when Bitcoin is running. It steals the show. It's going to steal all the air in the room. Everybody's looking at Big Daddy Bitcoin. And next week is going to be huge. Sip some coffee. Anyways, why is next week so huge? First off, the Bitcoin ETF. It's supposed to be announced on or launch on 10/18. So less than a week from today. We have the ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, which has an odds of 2-1, so a 50% chance. Then the Valkyrie Bitcoin ETF, then the Invesco ETF. We have about 4 ETFs possibly coming out in the next month, though the likelihood continues to decrease a little bit. There's still ETFs going to be announced, so we're going to see what happens. But the ProShares is a futures ETF. So though it's not the actual backed by physical Bitcoin one, it's still nonetheless a Bitcoin ETF permitted by the SEC. So I think that's still bullish enough. Well, we'll see a super pump, but I think we're still going to get some other ETFs. If we do, get ready because this is going to be crazy. We could see Bitcoin pump like insane amounts. I'm really excited about this. I think everybody has been waiting for an ETF, and there's a lot of people talking about it. Well, Clemente, Pentoshi, a lot of people are saying that. Don't be surprised if we do see a Bitcoin ETF. And if we do, we could see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high this month. And this would actually go very well with Plan B on Twitter. whose target for October is 63K, November 98, and December 135. This would be crazy because if we get an ETF announcement next week, we could see Bitcoin shoot up to 70, maybe even 75 or 80, then have a retracement back down to 63, find a new support, continue to move up to 98K. We might even shoot up to 100 plus in November if there's a physical Bitcoin ETF announced, continue to go up, and then maybe it drops in February or March, and then people are just trying to FOMO in and buy as much Bitcoin, and that's when we see the 135K Bitcoin, which would be fantastic. That would put us about 2x from where we are, a little bit over 2x, maybe like 2.1, whatever. And lastly, TechDev has been making a name for himself on Twitter. He's growing his platform. He provides such great charts that just kind of illustrate where we are in the cycle. And where we are is very reminiscent of 2017. And if we follow along the lines of what 2017 gave us, we're looking at a top out of December. Again, following what Plan B says, we would top out around 170K and closing the month off with around what Plan B said at around 135K. This is really exciting. I think we're going to be in for one heck of a ride. I'm really excited. Everything is looking fantastic. Also, if you are in VV, if you are into the VV-verse, today we have a major drop. Let me show you guys. It's the Miles Morales drop. I'm going to be trying to get as many of these as possible. It's going to be huge. It's his groundbreaking debut. There's going to be 5 variants. It drops at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or PT. I think that's Pacific Standard Time. But really excited to see this. It's looking really good. And again, we're just positioned, just overall for the market is looking awesome. I would not be surprised if we have a small retracement for Bitcoin since we've been on such a good run. Just looking at the trading view, we are hovering around this area. We've run into resistance around the $58,000 level, but I wouldn't be surprised if we bounce back down to the $53,000 to $55,000 level. That is a great area of support. We spent some time there, and that's something that's currently developing right now. Maybe we even go down to 50,000, but honestly, I don't see us getting down to 50,000. We may bounce back between 53 and 55. That was a great area of support for Bitcoin. If you're looking to try and get some cheap Bitcoin, if we're able to get down there. But all in all, everything's looking great. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bitcoin continued to slowly make its ascent in a very healthy way. So we'll see. Peace out, everyone.